welcome or welcome back to my channel, being Louisa. Today's video, as you can tell by the title, is going to be how I make my flaxseed gel. Now I've made it about 3 times and it's always kind of been yay and nay. It's always hit and miss. It's kind of hard. I watched so many videos on YouTube trying to figure out what the right measurements are, how long to do it for, and a lot of people just say boil until you get to a certain consistency, but it's really hard to tell what that consistency is through a video. And also some people like it a bit more waterier if they're going to do it through a cafetiere. I can never say the word properly. A French press. They're going to put it through a French press, and some people like it a bit thicker, so it all just depends. So my first time making it, I did it for too long and it was way too thick. I could barely get out of the pan, so then I redid it that day and I think I got it pretty good. And then the second time I did it, the way I strained it was different, so I kind of put it through my French press to do that, but my French press is really cheap and really bad, so it wasn't the greatest, but it worked. And then the last time I did it, I actually did it with different flax seeds. I did it with these flax seeds, which are the lighter ones, whereas the first 2 times I did it with the dark flax seeds. So it looked a bit different, but it was still fine. And I think that was actually my best batch. My last 2 times, I think it lasted me a week. Like I did 2 washes with it and it was finished. So yeah, or maybe a week and a bit. But yeah, so that's just a pre-warning. But I just wanted to show you guys what I do and how much I use and how long I do it for. So first up, you need half a cup of flaxseed, which is in here. I measured it out the other day, so this is exactly half a cup of flaxseed. You're then going to need 2 cups of water. For every half a cup of flaxseed, you use 2 cups of water. I learned that from my group. And then you're going to need a saucepan to boil it in. And once you finish with that, you're going to need another jar to pop the flaxseed gel in. Oh, one more thing, back. Anyway, you're also going to need a stocking. So a lot of people didn't like using stockings, which is why I tried not to use it at first. And that's why I used the French press. But my last time I did it, I used one of my mum's stockings and it worked wonders. Now let me show you how I did. So first up, you're going to need to turn the cooker on. Alright, to make sure it gets nice and hot. Then pop your pot on the stove. Now you need to measure out 2 cups of water. One cup. 2 cups. And then you're going to pop in your half a cup of flaxseed. Usually I should put the flaxseed in first. I don't know why I didn't do it this time, but anyway, so I'm just going to stir it all in to make sure it's all coated with water. Perfect. So as you can see, the majority of the flax seeds are at the bottom of the water, which is what you want, which is how it usually looks anyway. Now we're just going to wait for it to boil, and then I'll tell you how long I put my timer on after that. So now that it's starting to boil, I'm going to set my timer for 5 minutes. And yeah, we're going to wait for that. I'm not going to let it boil too much. When I see it start to boil too much, I'm going to turn the heat down a bit. And yeah, I'll let you guys know when it's almost time. So it's properly starting to boil now, so I'm just going to turn it down from 5. So my stove goes up to 6. I'm going to turn it down from 5 to about 3, which is halfway. So as you can see, it's not as runny as it was before. It's a little less watery, but we're still not quite there yet. So it's been 5 minutes and it's almost how I like it. It's basically there, to be fair. So it's not as runny, it's nice and gooey. It's almost there. I'm going to leave it on for maybe another minute, but the top layer is perfect. It kind of looks like boogers. Like, that's the consistency you want, the boogery type consistency. That's just the top layer, that's perfect. I want the rest of it to get there. So I'm going to give it another minute. Actually, I'm going to give it 30 seconds. And I think this is pretty much done for my likings anyway. So I'm going to turn the stove off and I will show you how I prepare the next part. I actually forgot to mention you're also going to need a pair of tongs so that you don't burn your hands for this next part. But yeah, so it's going to start thickening up even when it's off the heat. So now that's done, I'm going to get my container ready, get my stocking, and then put my stocking in my container. Pop this around. This is really hard to do over a camera. There we go. There we go. And now we are going to grab our pot, which you can see it's already starting to become gel in there, and pour it in. So I'm just going to do that. You can see there's some of the gel starting to stay at the top. So I'm just going to do it bit by bit. And you can really start to see there's some of the gel there, but it's a bit steamy, so I don't know if you can. I'll do it this way. So you can see the gel seeping out, and you can see some gel in the bottom of the container already. Because this has just come off of the stove, it is really hot in there, and the gel's really hot, so that's why you're going to use the tongs to help squeeze it down. Alright, so that's all I'm going to get out of here. I don't know what to do with my flaxseed after I've made the gel, so I just toss it, which sounds really wasteful, but I don't know what to do with it. But yeah, so this is what the gel looks like now that it's done. It has a great gel consistency. But yes, this is what the flaxseed gel looks like. And it's amazing. It came out really well. It's still a bit warm, so it's going to probably thicken up more once it gets colder. But otherwise it has a nice gel consistency to it, and it's always nice and soft, and it always leaves your hand feeling nice and soft, which is great. I hope you guys have enjoyed this video, and until next time, keep on being you. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up, comment down below with any questions or suggestions, and don't forget to subscribe to get weekly updates. Bye.